Racing fans, I hope you're ready. We have an action-packed weekend ahead of us. There's so much great racing happening this upcoming weekend. So let me break down for you the top 10 races or racing events that you should tune into this weekend. Hey folks, and welcome back to RacePlazaMedia. My name is Pia, and as per usual on Thursdays, we break down for you what you can watch and where you can watch it. And as mentioned, there's a lot of great racing happening this weekend, or expect great racing this weekend, because we have some really fan or channel favorites returning this weekend. My brother and I already tried to divvy up who's watching what because we're trying to watch as much as possible. But so let's get started with number one. Of course, the guys from Formula One are back this weekend. They're heading to Monza after returning last weekend from the summer break with a roller coaster of a race. It was lots of heartbreak, a lot of happy tears, a lot of action last week. And so I'm hoping at a fan favorite track in Monza, Italy, we will have just as much of an exciting race. So they will be racing there this weekend alongside also Formula 2, Formula 3, as well as the Porsche Super Cup. They will all be racing in Monza. And as per usual, F1, Formula 2, and Formula 3, you can watch on F1 TV. And if you're interested in watching the Porsche Super Cup, that will be available for you on YouTube. Number two, of course, almost every weekend throughout the year has NASCAR. So this weekend, of course, we also have some NASCAR. We have the NASCAR Cup Series, as well as the NASCAR Xfinity Series, competing at the Worldwide Technology Raceway in Madison, Illinois. So you can tune in for those two on the CW. And if you want some more NASCAR, we also have the NASCAR Milan Modified Tour. They will be racing at the Riverhead Raceway, and you should be able to watch that on YouTube. Number three, another channel favorite. They were off last weekend, but I'm so excited that the guys are back from MotoGP. It's been a hell of a season, especially if you are, like I am, a Marc Marquez girly. Am I wearing? Yes, I'm wearing the number 93 today. But so they will all be back this weekend racing at the Barcelona Catalonia track alongside MotoGP. We also have Moto2, Moto3, as well as Moto E. And all of those you can watch on the video pass provided by MotoGP. And number four, another channel favorite, the Women on Two Wheels are back again this weekend. So we have the Women's Circuit Racing World Championship. They will be competing this weekend in France. You'll be able to watch that race for free on YouTube. And we love highlighting races that you can watch for free because, of course, unfortunately, MotoGP and Formula One, a lot of times you need a paid subscription, or like NASCAR, you need a cable provider, at least here in the US. So we always like to feature some races that are for free for you to watch on YouTube. So if you have not watched the women's race, I highly recommend it. It's a lot of great action on the track. They all ride the same bike, so it's really up to their own individual setups, and they have some really great action. And it's a really interesting championship yet again. It's only their second season, so I highly recommend getting in there sooner than later. Number five, another channel favorite. However, we have not watched this portion of their season yet. Of course, I'm talking about Super Motocross World Championship. If you watched our channel, we watched the AMA Supercross Championship at the beginning of the year, typically. This time, we also watched some of the Pro Moto events, but now for the first time, I think I'll be watching some of the Super Motocross World Championship. They are starting off this weekend at the ZMAX Dragway, and in the US, you'll be able to watch it on NBC as well as Peacock. Then number six, we have a lot of action happening this weekend at the Barber Motorsports Park in Alabama. Not only do we have the GT World Challenge America, we have GT America, GT4 America, TC America, but another favorite of ours, we also have the Toyota Gazoo racing happening there on the track. So there's lots of action just happening in Alabama. And the great thing is, all those you'll be able to watch for free on YouTube and also through their websites. Then moving on to number seven, let's move off track. If we've talked about two-wheel racing, we talked about on-track four-wheel racing. So let's move back to four-wheel racing But we're going to go cross country. We're talking about the European Rally Championship. They are competing this week. The rally's already in full swing, so they're competing right now in Wales for the Rally Ceredigion. I don't think I pronounced it 100% correctly, but they will be racing in the UK, in Wales specifically, and you'll be able to watch that on Rally TV. Number 8, another channel favorite, especially for my brother. He loves endurance racing, and this weekend we have the 6-hour endurance race, part of the WEC or WEC, or the World Endurance Championship. We have the Lone Star Le Mans. Speaking of Lone Star, of course, it happens in the Lone Star State, which is Texas. More specifically, they'll be racing at COTA. And then for this one, you either need the WEC app, so a paid subscription for that, or oftentimes here in the US, you can also watch it on HBO Max, whichever name they're going by now. And if that's not enough endurance racing, for number 9, we have a 12-hour endurance race. It's the 992 Endurance Cup, which is solely Porsche 911s. They will be racing nonstop for 12 hours at Spa. And the great thing is, they usually have their races on YouTube for you. So you can watch either a 6-hour endurance race or a 12-hour endurance race, or you can watch both endurance races if you have the time. And lastly, number 10 is something brand new to me personally. I've never seen this before. It's called the World Time Attack Challenge. This time it's happening in Sydney at the Motorsport Park. The great thing is you'll be able to watch it for free on YouTube. And what is it? I had to look into it because I'd never heard that before. So basically, it's the fastest lap wins the prize. They have 4 different categories for 4 different types of levels of drivers as well as vehicles. They compete on different rounds, and the person in the different categories with the fastest lap time, so essentially it's qualifying laps all the time, will be getting a prize. So I thought it was really interesting. I'm not quite sure if I have the time to peek into it personally this weekend, but I thought that might be something 1 or 2 of you out there would be interested in. So there you have it. We have all 10 racing events listed here for you. Lots and lots of great options. I mean, I know for sure I will be watching Formula One, be watching MotoGP. I will be watching the women's, so the World WCR. I'll be watching the Super Motocross World Championship. I know my brother will want to watch the 6-hour endurance race at COTA. So we have lots and lots of racing to watch this weekend. But let me know in the comments what you will be tuning into this weekend. And of course, per usual, on Monday and early next week, we'll be posting our race recaps, talking about all the things that we watched over the weekend, exciting news that we may have in terms of motorsport. So tune in for that as well. You'll be able to watch it on YouTube or listen to it on Spotify. All right, I hope this provided you with a program for the weekend if you didn't already have plans. So I think there's lots of racing for you to watch, especially also a good amount of free racing for you to watch if you don't want to spend the money on any of these subscriptions. And with that, I will leave you to decide what you'll be watching this weekend. Let me know what you decide on. And with that, have a wonderful weekend, and we'll see you next week. Bye-bye.